Let's go. We are back at it again, as you can see, but there's a lot more done to this stuff. More stuff done. Yep. You can see the mountain is pretty much done. I mean, there's like that little gap there, but I'll just find some bricks to put there. Probably it seems like the easiest thing. Yeah, Copper. I don't really know where that one came from, to be honest. We don't talk about it. We don't talk about him. So that's cool. So yeah, basically what we're gonna be trying to do right now is get the top bit done. Because once that happens, it's basically done. Don't worry, Copper. I have the pink bits right here. It'll be more interesting soon. It's a very tan build, Copper. Like, if you could describe this in one word, it would be tan. That's what it would be. You would just call it tan. How am I going to? Oh, nice. We have a tan one of those. Oh, we have two tan one of these. Okay, perfect. Actually, that's really nice. We have two of these. I'm gonna use these for the wires. Camera. Hello? Thank you. I'm gonna use these for the wires because the wires fit through the holes. It's pretty self-explanatory. Like, I don't know really what you want, but welcome in, Copper. Welcome in, well many nerds. I'm gonna try and finish this for the convention. I think I can, honestly. Oh no, Copper! I did like all of this last weekend. I was actually studying. I did last weekend. But now I have to actually consider where the heck Yoda's gonna go. Where that's gonna go. That is something I finally have to consider. Oh yeah, Copper, I got the confirmation from Springfield, so you will be seeing me there in about a week. So yeah, pretty cool. I am going to be at Brick Convention, Massachusetts. I'll probably put out a post about that sometime soon. So, that's cool. I should have asked AKVB. Should have asked AK how he hides his lights and stuff on these. I should have. I didn't, but I should have. I do have this, though. Because, this is what I need. I'll turn it a little bit here so you guys can see. But, I don't know. I don't really know, how to hide. I'm assuming to hide those wires, you kind of just, wrap them around. That looks like it'd be the easiest thing to do. Okay, ouch. I'm not gonna say you're wrong, but like, ouch. Like, true, but like, you didn't have to roast me like that. Okay. Yeah, so here is where Yoda is currently. I personally don't hate it. I think this is pretty good. Maybe he could be a little higher, you know, but I like where he is right now. I like where that is. As for Thayer, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't, honestly. I want it to kind of be like here about. Preferably, but you know, I don't know. But since it seems like I have the Bro, why is the camera just does not like me today? But Copper, the pink plant bits, like if you look at the episode, there's those like kind of reddish thingies. I'm not really sure what they are. But they overhang and there's like a bunch of tall ones in the ground. That's what these are for. So I'm gonna be putting these on last, along with the other droids. Like, we're gonna have Copper. I believe the Springfield one is 24th, 25th of May. Like, fairly certain about them. Okay. So I can't do the exact same thing that I did for this. This has to be like very, very flat ground, which I normally don't do, but I can probably do it. I don't feel like it'd be that hard. But I would like to have the lights and stuff figured out, but I could always just build more structure in. So I'm going to need that anyways later. Okay. Also, this is what it looks like behind. I don't know if anyone like cares or was wondering, but it's a mess. We can have, like, you can see, here's the battery pack here. Switch. Just gonna put Thayer over here for now. No, Gopher. I'll check right now. But that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it's 24 and 25th. So it's Memorial Day weekend. So right now, I'm probably just going to build up more structure. No, I just have like some plates and stuff that I think can cover it. This top part won't be as detailed, so that's why I'm not as worried about it. because it's like around the back and stuff. So I don't really expect it to be seen much, because this isn't really a mock that's meant to be seen from multiple angles. It's basically front only. So that's why I didn't cover the back, because I don't plan to really show it from the back. Ooh, good guess, Copper. And you are right. They are tan. My life is just tan now, Copper. It's all tan now. All tan. No other colors. Just tans. Ignore the pink. Beige or putty? Is putty a color? I didn't know that was a color. Or it's like pooty. And I just said it completely wrong. Just a pale tan? Hold on. I'm fact checking this right now. Oh, that's just like a gray little tan. That's weird. I should never have doubted you, Copper. I'm sorry. But like more pale, like I would say closer to gray than tan, really. Like in my professional and unprofessional opinion, it's been professionally professional for like 15 years now. It doesn't really look that tan. Also, one thing that scares me is this mock. Oh, hair reveal, I guess. That's cool. I don't remember how long this mock ago. I don't remember how long ago it was made. And I'm kind of scared. Because I'm pretty sure this took like kind of a long time. I mean, I could check right now, but it's not the biggest. Suntan? Huh. Let me check studio, actually. I want to see like when I first started this build. Because it was a long time ago. Okay, it was March 29th. So it's going to be like a bit less than 2 months. Well, they don't, but everyone at the convention does, Copper. Like all the guests and stuff. They'll all be like, they always ask that. But honestly, I'm just excited that I get to do that again. Because the first one was really fun. Like I was saying, the first one was really fun. So I am actually really excited for this one. true copper, but well. I'll still bring them because I'm pretty sure I have 2 tables there. So. Okay, I gotta find the 1x2 to work. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to get some structure at the back here, because otherwise I'm gonna be extremely annoyed when there isn't any, because it will happen. Also, if you're wondering why I'm not going to these back 2 here, just so I could, in theory, close it all off. I'm not going to. I'm gonna leave the back kind of ugly. Just for my sake, for ease for me. But, you know. Honestly, Copper, I'd be fine with that. I would talk to the... I would be talking to all the new creators, 20 years from now, and I'd be like, "You youngins, back in my day, I hit my first convention up when I was 15. You guys now so lazy." I'd be like that. That would be me. That's 100% true, by the way. That would be me. 100%. Not really. I mean, I think according to you, I'm supposed to. Also, I found the piece of resistance while I was looking for more tan parts, so I'm pretty special. So yeah. What else do I need to do here? Probably that, right? Hey, never tooled for Lego. How's it going? You feel better? Or are you still in the dumps? Welcome everyone to the chat. I know it's not the most exciting thing right now, but just doing some structural work here to make the final top bit. We got some lights in this one too. So, I mean, I'm sure you saw some of the wires around. But I'm going to put this thing actually. Actually, no. We're going to do something a little more fun right now. We're going to work on this bit right here. So, all right. I do have an empty one of these. Perfect. Never mind. This is not empty. This is empty. Here we go. So, I have to create here a little bit of a fire effect here with some smoke and such. So, to do that, translucent orange, boom, and I'm pretty sure, yes, right here we had some smoky bits, and I think I have one more of these ice cream smoke bits somewhere, which, if any of you know any little tricks, then you know exactly what I'm going to do right now. Yeah. Well, I only found one of these, but that's not really that big a deal. Alright. Alright, you're still our neighbor right now. I'm doing research. I'm sick. This is because I don't say goodbye to everyone. Plus, I'm everywhere else. Yep. So we have a couple bit of like fire pieces here. We have to kind of make like an RP like rocket, like boom boom rocket. Ouch. I'm not really sure what shape I want the rocket to be, because I'm assuming it's like just like a bazooka. Like that's what Jack carries. What does bazooka even? What does bazooka ammo even look like? Okay, so it's like it's kind of interesting. That's wild, Copper. Okay. Okay, so we have enough rocket, like fiery bits. Still need. Yeah, I think it was around there, Copper. That makes sense. I could see it being about that time. Yeah, so I don't really know what shape like I want to make the rocket for it though. I was saying it's something like this. Like kind of simple, but let's see what we can cook here. Also, I should figure out how do I want to like good speaking. How I want to support this in the air. Like, is it one of these? I don't think so. Like, that's not that good. More accurately, it'll be probably something like this. So that'll probably be what it is. If they are building tonight, then I probably will join tonight. I have no problem with joining tonight, like today. I also will check if they are as well. Airborne production, their novelist, Ben Causey, Bounty, Brace, Brick collection, brick labs, brick yard nation, building and chatting. I don't think they do, Copper. I don't see something. I see the one from yesterday, but not today. Also, I wonder how this looks through the clear. Is it just blue? Yeah, it's just blue. I don't know what I was expecting there. Ay. Well, I don't think I can do that. I don't know. This is weirdly more annoying than I thought it would be. Like, I'm genuinely surprised by this. Like, I'll make it a laser if I have to. I don't particularly want to, but if I have to, I'll make it laser. Like, that looks so sick. You can still kind of see the blue, though. I don't... It's mostly that color, though. I think I'll probably just make it blue, though. I think that, like, it just seems easier. But I mean, like, I don't know. Okay, Copper, if it's a laser, should I make it attached to his gun, or should I make it, like, mid-flight? Because I honestly am kind of okay with both of those. Neither one of them I hate, to be honest. But for now, I'll think about where these guys want to go. I want to have Yoda in the air. Yoda's going to be in the air. Oh, that's for sure. There's no... That's not negotiable. He's going to be flying in the air. I mean, how many are necessary, Copper? Like, it's what I need, probably. Well, the reason I have so many, Copper, is from Legoland, New York, actually. I don't think it's in the vlog. But one time I went there, I saw they had a Prick-a-Brick wall in one of the shops. And I saw that there, and I was like, dang. That is genuinely a good piece. So I got it. I need to... Hey, Mayo Hosko, what is going on? I mean, I guess you could join if you want to, Mayo. Just, like, send me, send a message in chat or something, and I'll send it to you on, like, Instagram or Discord or whatever. I don't know. Whatever floats your boat, I guess, to be honest. There's not much going on right now, so I can talk to someone. But on that, I'm gonna have to probably find some more. Like, this is good. This is about good. I want to bulk this up, but yeah, it does, doesn't it, Copper? So that's honestly like a good set if you want a lot of them. But then again, that's how it works. He's eating a Kit Kat. Honestly, I rate that, Mayo. The breakfast Kit Kat seems pretty nice. Okay. There you go. Alright, I sent you Mayo, so if you want to join, you can. Again, Copper, you didn't answer my question. You're gonna make me mad. I'm gonna fire you. Even though you're never hired. Ignore that. Wait, could I do that? Hold up. Hold on. I might have just had a somewhat brilliant idea. I say somewhat because I don't really know if it's brilliant or not. So this goes here. And then this pin goes behind it. And then that clicks in there like that. What do you think of that, Copper? Boom. Did I say it? Honestly, that's very possible. Yeah, nope, you're right. That is the wrong one. That should be the right one. Alright, so we'll run with this. I know the laser's not technically correct, but I don't know. I'll leave it for now. I don't care enough, to be honest. So we'll leave it. I'm gonna put these transparent bits over there for now. And there's mail.
I had Oreos for breakfast yesterday.
You're just on a roll with all of the sugary snacks.
It's because my parents love me, and they know that I'm working hard in grad school. So they know that whenever I want something sweet, there better be something around here for me.
Fair enough. Right here should be good. Yeah.
And they make me feel happy, and they charge affordable rent. So yeah.
Fair enough.
And also, I've been going around saying, tomorrow there's a Lego store that there's a store opening.
Where's it? A store where?
Yeah, there's a store opening a 20-minute drive away from me.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, so where I used to live, used to have to drive 40 minutes to get to the first store in my city. Now that we moved, that's a 1 hour drive. So to get a second store in my state opening, that's a 20-minute drive from where I am right now. That's what I call winning.
Yeah, that is very nice.
So now, since I got checks coming out the wazoo, I'll anticipate going to the Lego store every month now.
That's nice. Well, I think it's also good, right? Because you have all the sets you want there, but also you have the option of the pick-a-brick walls too.
Yeah, which is
any of your models.
Yeah, which is the only thing I buy from the Lego store is the pab boxes. I've probably got enough funds to buy enough pab boxes at the store opening tomorrow to get myself that red baby classic space astronaut GWP.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
So I think I'll end up buying 10 boxes.
That's quite a few boxes.
Yeah, I'll probably buy 10 boxes if they have good enough parts at the store opening.
Does depend on the parts.
Well, see, the thing with me, Copper, is that I have money that I don't know what to do with right now. and I'm totally under sorry, what's the word I want to use?
Gonna work on this corner now.
I have to underutilize the mocks I build because I'm constrained with the limited amount of parts in my inventory. So hopefully they have a whole bunch of 1x2 or 1x1 or 2x2 tiles that I can use just for mocks, or even if they're plates, or even if they're some sort of modified plate. If I can get boxes and boxes of them, then that'd be so good for having inventory as a mock builder. And I'm not just talking about my savings account. I've got thousands in an account that my family started when I was born, and I put money in there every month, and that's been earning compound interest for the past 24 years.
Interesting, Copper. Very, very interesting.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm probably going to deposit most of my money into my travel fund, so that can earn compound interest. Because the only reason I want to have such a big reserve of money is so I can afford all these international Lego conventions. Because I'm not sure which state you live in, Crimson.
I live in New York.
Okay, so you live in New York State. Well, years ago, there's not really a big Lego convention in your area then.
The closest one would be Chicago, which is still actually no. Is Atlanta closer than Chicago? No, surely Chicago's closer. I think surely Chicago's closer.
Yeah, because the A-Foles and the T-Foles don't give a rat's ass about the Brickfest Live franchise, which has recently conceded territory in Philadelphia, which the Brick Fair franchise is going to take. So the reason why Brick World Chicago got so big was the demise of Philly Brickfest. And so with Brick Fair taking over from Philly Brickfest Live with Brick Fair PA, there might be more people that go back to Philadelphia, of which who were chased away to either Chicago or Virginia.
I mean, I'm all for that. Philadelphia.
So if you're in the New York area, Crimson, eventually Brick Fair PA might be the go-to convention for you. Of all of the conventions in the big cities.
I mean, I'm very that'd be so nice. That's just so much closer than. I mean, Philadelphia is still a little bit far. I mean, it's not absurdly close, but it only takes 3 hours from where I live to get into Philadelphia.
Yeah, and from New York to Philadelphia, that's only a quarter day journey on um on Am on Amtrak.
Mm. You're right. So it's a lot closer than everything else.
That's why that's why when New York sports teams play Philadelphia sports teams in Pennsylvania, you see a lot of New Yorkers in Philly for those games because it's so easy for them to catch Amtrak down there.
Yeah, because they're basically already there.
Yeah, and particularly when the New York Knicks and the Philadelphia 76ers face off in the NBA playoffs, a lot of the Sixers home games have a lot of New York Knicks fans because it's so easy for them to go down there. So, depending on which convention center Brick Fair uses for Brick Fair PA, that would be shorter to get to for you from Brickwell compared to Brickwell Chicago.
Yeah, it just depends if it's further north or south, pretty much.
Yeah, because I know some people in Connecticut who also had a Brickfest live event. Not sure if that's still going, but they also complained about it because they're AFOLs and TFOLs.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
really,
I haven't heard good things.
I think in the grandscape of American geography in terms of LEGO conventions, the Northeast has gotten shafted a lot recently.
Yeah, because I mean, down in the southeast, at least you have like Atlanta, and you have a couple ones in Florida that I'm pretty sure of.
Yeah, I know some of my buddies who are in Florida went to the Orlando BrickCon, which
Yeah,
that's the same convention franchise as Atlanta. It's the BrickCon franchise, and also there's a Brick Expo franchise that's recently popped up too.
hey, Lego Timmy, what's going on?
Hey Timmy, how are those fake Lego videos coming along?
Well, you saw one live stream. He built a real set.
Yeah,
I mean, no one thought this day would come. It was an urban legend for so long.
and I wonder if Timmy is secretly sorting through bulk as we speak.
I wonder, Timmy, how long do you think it'll be until your fake Lego collection becomes bigger than your real Lego collection?
It's good to have an identity.
Fair enough. That is your slogan. Well, not exactly your slogan.
Well, my identity right now has actually become minifigure habitat mocks.
I mean, if I remember correctly, though, they're not doing bad, though, right?
Yeah, the only reason I keep building them is because they're getting okay views. They're not tanking, unlike other videos I've done.
Yeah, I didn't know the exact view count or whatever off my head, but I think I remember it being like fairly good.
Yeah, and ultimately the success of whatever video you do about your mocks, it all depends on how good the thumbnail is.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Like when I put my full stack of the minifigure habitats in the thumbnail, they normally get more views.
Solid chunks of brick right here.
And also they're mocks that take less than an hour to build. So I was on a near 2-month streak of building a mock every week, but then grad school got in my way.
unfortunately.
And you're building this Clone Wars thing.
I am indeed building this Clone Wars thing. This is actually for a Rancor lug thing.
Because if I remember correctly, that's an AT team.
An AAT.
Oh,
Very close.
AT. Okay, yeah.
I don't blame you. It's a 1-letter difference.
Yeah. Because for a non-Star Wars fan, it's kind of hard to keep track of all the 3-letter and 4-letter acronyms.
I mean, I don't even know all of them. I just know some of the very prominent ones. That's about it. There are definitely some people that know a lot of that stuff more than I do.
Yeah.
I will concede that.
Hello, Lego Builder.
Hello, Lego Builder. What's up? I've never seen you before. Man, do you know who that is?
Yes, I know Lego Builder. I believe it. Actually, I want to confirm this before I say anything wrong. Yes, I know Lego Builder from the Brick Therapy Discord server. That's where we know each other.
So I just never seen him before, so I didn't know who he was. Yeah, but we got Lego mock for convention pretty much. There's nothing super flashy happening right now.
So did you register this for Chicago or something?
I've put in all the stuff for Chicago, but I didn't really know what I was doing, so I probably won't end up displaying there this year. But next year, I know actually what I'm doing on how to send in the applications and stuff. So
you're going as an attending?
Yes, I probably will be going on the weekend days, just because the weekday there is a bit busy from some tests and stuff for school.
Yeah, well, the first time I went to Chicago, I went as an attendee, and because I was just an attendee, not an exhibitor, every time I was in the hall, I was like, wow, it would be really convenient to be an exhibitor and have a place to put your back and have a place to put your backpack down.
Mm-hmm.
So because attendees don't have places to put their stuff down while they walk around, you have to get trust within exhibitor if you want to do something like that. When I was on my plane home from Brickville, Chicago 23, I was like, yeah, I need to come back this time next year and be an exhibitor, which is what I did, which is why I built that mosaic. Now it's a traveling mosaic, and now I can register that any convention around the world, and I'll always have a place to put my shit down at the end of the day.
Yeah, I could see that being really annoying, honestly.
So if you're an attendee, not an exhibitor, I would try leave as much of your stuff in your hotel room, and only take what you think you're absolutely going to need when you're in the convention hall.
Yeah, for sure.
Because trying to walk around with a camera and my water bottle and Lego I bought at the vendors, and any food that I have bought in from Trader Joe's or Starbucks, it can become a handful.
No, I can see that for sure.
Yeah,
Just having things.
And if it wasn't for the shuttle bus that they have at Chicago going from from the convention to the different to the different hotels, to the local mall, and to the local strip mall, I wouldn't have known how good the Trader Joe's versions of Cheetos are.
I don't actually. I don't think either of us have anything on Lego ideas.
I don't think I've ever bought a single idea set.
Yeah. Do you have something about ideas, Bildo?
And I don't keep up with the different ideas projects, because for the most part they're properties that I don't care about.
Yeah, there's only a couple themes that I would be like really excited for from ideas. For the most part, there's nothing that I'm super anxious for.
Yes, I do live in Australia, but I go to a lot of international conventions, and I have a list of particularly American conventions I want to go to. I will gladly fly 30 hours to another country just to go to a Lego convention that has international recognition. Yeah. So when people tell me they can't drive 8 hours across their country, or 8 hours across their continent to get to a convention, I end up putting them to shame when I tell them that I flew 10,000 miles to get there.
And you guys are twins.
Yeah. Because next year I'm probably going to either be going to Brick Fair, Virginia, or Brick Fair, PA, depending on where Hauling and Bowling go to. Sorry, because I've already seen Thick and Bricks in person at Brick World Chicago. I'd like to see the rest of the Hauling and Bowling crew. So wherever they go, I'll go. So do you always have the Sonic music in the background?
I don't have many. I don't really concern myself with the music too much. Like I could find more. I easily could get more. It's just not something I always do.
Lego Builder is gonna make an ideas project.
Oh, nice.
I see a whole bunch of castles on Lego ideas, and they never get picked for obvious reasons.
Well, I think it's mostly just because Bricklink Designer has all.
It's not even because of that. It's because that in a vacuum they look all the same. Like, it'd be like that meme, corporate's asking you to pick between these two pictures. They're the same picture. It's like that meme.
On his channel, there's hints. Interesting. Very interesting. Let me just check quickly.
Yeah, I can't tell if Yoda's lightsaber blade is the old style with the bubbles or the new style with the frosting.
I believe there's one bubble in there, so it's a very
Which means it's the old style.
Not many though, surprisingly.
I know some lightsaber blades were so bad they have as much as 3 bubbles in them.
Yeah, I have one with 3 on this mock actually. It's on the front though.
Yeah, and some people don't know the reason they changed the plastic from transparent to frosted is so that they wouldn't have the bubbles anymore. It's kind of like how they can never print R2D2's head straight. Hey Zelda.
Hey, welcome in, Zisu. What's going on? Trying to finish up this for convention, which should be doable.
Jabbo is probably coming home from work right now. So he's not here. He works for AT&T.
He works for the AT&T. It's quite a
no. So if you're in the Georgia area and you're having a problem dialing 911, then he's probably trying to fix something at the dispatch center.
I don't think so, Bildo. But there's probably some on Rebrickable, to be honest.
I think the only time I've voluntarily gone on Lego Ideas was when they had that vote for the vintage Lego projects.
Of course, it was that one.
That's the only time I've voluntarily gone to Lego Ideas. Because I don't vote on anything there. Briggsar lives in Georgia, Copper.
I'm probably using more filler brick than I need to, but whatever.
And I know a bunch of other people who live in the states that border Georgia.
I think
they go to Atlanta BrickCon every January or February, whatever it is.
Copper, did you end up going to Atlanta BrickCon to see J-Ma? Dang it. Keep dropping things. You didn't meet J-Mock? I'm so sad. That was your one chance.
Who's J-Mock?
J-Mock's Lego Star Wars mock builder. Me and Copper both know. He hasn't posted in a bit, though. I'm guessing he's working at his new job.
I know a bunch of Lego Star Wars mock builders who haven't posted videos in forever. Like I want to see this for myself right now. When was the last time Rich Boy J uploaded something? Rich Boy J last uploaded something a year ago.
been a hot minute, huh?
And what was the date he uploaded his thing? Why is this working? Come on, god damn it. Yeah, so the 26th of April 2024 is the last time he uploaded anything. Yeah, I doubt he's coming back to YouTube.
Probably not.
Because there are some people who either get burned out on social media, or something happens with their family, or something happens with their body, or something happens with their career, and they never come back.
Yeah, I think one of those people that I used to watch all the time when I was younger. Man, you can even search him up right now if you want. But it's Mindbender on YouTube. But it's like weird. It's like forget what it exactly is, but I think it's like M. I mean, you could probably just search Mindbender and it'll show up. Yeah. But he's got like a yellow mech for his profile layout. I used to watch his videos all the time. Like, I mean, all the time.
Yeah, kind of like how I used to watch Michael Hickox's stop motions all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Because in my opinion, Michael Hickox was the OG of the big brick filmers from the early 2010s. I think he first posted a stop motion in 2009. Holy shit! I was 8 years old. Now I'm 24. What am I doing?
It's been a long time.
Yeah, I was on hiatus for about that same amount of time when I was finishing up high school. And now I'm grinding away in grad school.
Oh, let's see. Oh, Copper. That would have been so funny if you did that. Oh, God.
The counter has been at 777 about after 5 minutes since I got here.
That's yeah, I'm trying to get to 800 right now.
Yeah.
That's
Because did you last talk to Skywen on the weekend?
No, I talked to him in chat yesterday because he did a
Okay.
stream.
Nice, because because I only just realized when I watched his ASA video that he uploaded yesterday. When I watched that today before coming on here, I realized we have the same amount of subscribers, 976. We're always going up and down, so now we're both in a race to get to 1,000.
Is it official?
We're at the same subscribers because we keep gaining and losing them. We're on third base heading home.
Appears so. The big 1K.
And because you're at 777, you're still trying to make it off first base.
I don't know. I would say second base at least. I don't know if I'd say first base.
Honestly, I think it's when you hit 800 subscribers when the inner creator inside of all of us starts to believe that we can actually get to 1,000. I know a bunch of people who have gotten 1,000 subscribers like that because they do a lot of vertical streaming on their phones.
Yeah, I used to, over the summer, last summer would have been, when I was building. I'll go get it right now. Copper already knows who it is.
See, I just remember watching so many YouTube channels, and I was like, "Oh, I wish one day I'll get to the amount of subscribers they have." And now I've surpassed a lot of those people by more than 100. I can just feel it.
Okay, I'm back. But yeah, like I was gonna say, it was over the summer of last year that I locked in and did a ton of vertical streams building the Wastelanders base, and I think I even was on Mayo's 24-hour stream last summer
Yeah.
when I was also building that.
Yeah, so did you get a chunk of subscribers from doing those vertical streams?
Oh yeah, because what would happen was I would have like a mini schedule where like every morning I would wake up and then do a stream at like 9 or 10 a.m. and then maybe even a second one later in the day, like closer to around when this stream would have started. So I was just doing so many streams that I gained a bunch of subscribers.
Yeah, and that's because the vertical stream algorithm is the same as the YouTube Shorts algorithm. That looks like a 1x16, a dark green brick.
This is a 1x12 actually. I got a bunch of these in like, it was like a book set. I don't really remember exactly what it was, but it came with a bunch of these 1x12 ones.
Oh, sorry, I can see the same line now. Was that from the pop-up book?
Yeah,
set?
like the pop-up book set. Yeah.
Yeah. So the one that had the buildable stuff for Jack and the Beanstalk, Little Red Riding Hood.
Mm-hmm.
That one. Yeah, I think that was an idea set.
I think that was actually.
Yeah. I just remember that was a dark green book that had the really cool printed 8x16 tile.
Yeah, actually, one of those 8x16 tiles, the one that is not printed, I actually used that in the Wastelanders base.
Which is why I'm actually glad that with the UCS sets, the Star Wars plaques are stickers, because if you only, because that means that there's more availability to get 8x16 black tiles.
Mm-hmm. Those are very useful.
Like, set builders just don't want to deal with stickers at all. But mock builders like having the choice if you want to apply the sticker or not.
Most of the time I don't apply the sticker, so I just have like a bunch of sticker sheets in I think like a plastic bag somewhere.
Exactly, and because the 1x6x5 wall panel is my favorite piece, when I'm building a set, I don't put the stickers on those pieces in particular. I'll gladly put stickers if it's also on a regular flat tile, or even a curved slope something like that. But I don't ever put them on the 1x6x5 wall panels or the
These
1x
ones?
bricks. I don't ever put the stickers on those because they're just too valuable for me for building skyscrapers and stuff.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of Star Wars mock builders use those grey ones for their Imperial bases.
I could see that, yeah.
Because instead of having layer upon layer of brick, you can just rapid build a massive wall in a short amount of time. Crimson explained that earlier, Zelda.
I can say it again though. Anyways, see who says. Subscribe. I would rather not go down 30 subs, Copper. Make a big move for Lego. Okay, fair enough. Lego. No, Z. So this. I mean, originally it was for that, but I screwed up my application to that, so I'm still trying, but yeah, it's not looking hopeful. However, it is looking more hopeful for a BrickCon in Springfield, Massachusetts, Memorial Day weekend. Hint, hint, hint. I will be displaying there. That's what it looks like as of now. Had a bit of troubles with it, but got it all sorted out, so should be good to go.
So, is that a BrickCon mass?
Yes.
Because I didn't know a BrickCon had a convention.
They had one in Long Island this October as well.
Yeah, I didn't know that that convention franchise ventured into the Northeast.
This was my badge from the Long Island one. But yeah, I've been trying to go to as many as I can find. And honestly, Mayo, I might try the one you were talking about in Pennsylvania too, because that's just so convenient for me. I might have to send something in. That's just too good to pass up.
Yeah, I think Brick Fair PA is going to be in October or something.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. If you find out anything about it, then definitely send it to me. That'd be very nice. Because I'll probably see what I can do. I don't think, Mayo. Ziso asked if you had the Space Baby yet. Soon, right? Soon, but not yet. That's what it is to my knowledge, YouTube, but I could easily be wrong. Not yet. We'll put him in just yet. Let's put one going this way. Do I have another one of these same ones? Yeah, I need that, honestly. Here's one.
Yeah, so Zelda wasn't there when I explained my plans on how to get that Space Baby.
Yeah, but soon, I believe, right, Mayo? Not just yet, but as soon as that store opens up, you're rushing over there.
This time tomorrow.
Yeah. So, very soon, Zisu, very soon. Try to
because the store opens in 24 hours and 44 minutes.
What time is it for you right now, Mayo?
8:16 a.m. the next day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so pretty soon. I mean, not super soon, but like could be further.
And if everything goes according to plan, they'll have a whole bunch of useful pieces for at the grand opening, and I'll spend literally the whole of store opening hours. Well, no, sorry, I'll spend the whole 8 trading hours in that mall stacking boxes. I hope to be in the Lego store for 8 hours tomorrow.
It's quite ambitious.
I really do, because I want to talk with the new staff. I want to befriend the staff. I want to get as much inside information as possible, because I'll be going to that store every month now.
Yeah, do you know Brick Labs, Mayo? I'm assuming you've heard of him at least.
I've heard about that. I just don't know what it is.
Brick Labs Studio. He's a YouTuber that I know. He has a Lego store somewhat close, and he told me the story of this one guy, AFOL, who went to the store, and he knew the staff so well that he asked them to restock something specifically, and then they did.
Yeah,
that could be you, Mayo. That could be you in a couple.
Yeah, because like I'll be telling the staff, "Hey, this is my favorite piece, and if you make sure to stock this piece every month, I will come back to the store at stocking day, the same day every month, and buy a whole bunch of pad boxes of that piece."
I'm pretty sure. I don't know exactly how it works, Mayo, but I'm pretty sure
that's the conversation I wish to have. That doesn't mean it's going to happen, though.
I'm pretty sure how it works, Mayo, is they don't choose the pieces; they just get sent like a collection of different ones.
Yeah, but I was speaking with a Lego store employee a couple months ago, and said that the store manager normally has a priority list of parts they know sell well.
Yeah, okay. So fair enough. A little mix of both, I suppose.
Because I think if I remember correctly, they said that the store manager can specifically request a few special pieces along with the random assortment that the Lego groups always sends out to all of the stores.
Mm. Yeah, fair enough then. So that could be very possible for you then, huh?
Zelda store employees don't think like that. They think about how can we make as much money from the customers as possible. And Madhouse is from your house, not my house. Because from my house, there's Galaxy Toys, which is where I get a lot of my vintage road base plates from. But that's a half-hour drive for me. But there is a bus that goes down there, which is convenient. So I wanna be like what Hoarder 66 does, and develops strong relationships with the store employees and knows when they get new parts in. My dream with the store opening is the relationships that he's cultivated at his store, which is a 10-minute walk from his house.
So I'm assuming Hoarder goes very often.
Yeah, he's on record saying every time his checks come in, he walks to the store every Wednesday.
Little day of it.
Yeah, some people have a certain amount of humor in the community. You can't survive on the internet without a sense of humor. Because people will laugh you out or you will get laughed out.
Oh, my hands are too big to do this. I'm struggling now.
Yeah, so how long are you thinking about doing the stream for?
Probably wrapping it up fairly soon. I don't love to go more. I don't typically love to go for more than around 2 hours, but I've done a lot of hour 30 streams.
Yeah, because for you, where you're at, I'm gonna have to go at the top of the hour.
Yeah. Probably ended around there then.
But in my state, it's the bottom of the hour.
Suppose that's true. Okay, so then we will take this one. Oh, I can't see anything in there.
That's a weird looking piece of decoration on that white panel.
This one?
Yeah.
It's a sticker from a Lego. You can't even see. Sticker from like a Lego Friends.
Yeah. That looks like one of the animal rescue sets with that.
I believe it was a rescue car or van of some sort.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's where I live, Copper. I'm on a half-hour time zone. And we do that so we can be more competitive economically with the East Coast. Because there are advantages being in a half-hour time zone, because it means stuff that's happening in the east of your country isn't as on delay for you as much. Because it's kind of like when NBC has NBC Today in the morning, and all of their 6 a.m. broadcasts on the East Coast end up happening at 9 a.m. for the Eastern time, but for Pacific Coast viewers. So East Coast viewers get the live coverage, Pacific Coast viewers get the delayed coverage. Which means if there's some kind of breaking news on NBC Today, technically it's not breaking news for Pacific Coast viewers. I think there's some states or provinces in Germany that are on a half-hour time zone during the summer. Is what one of my German friends told me once. And I think, and one of my UK friends told me yesterday that there are some parts of Sweden that sometimes of the year they put themselves on a half-hour time zone. Because the European Union is all in one time zone. Kind of like how the whole country of China is in one time zone, which is the silliest thing ever, because that means that anyone living in West China has an insanely late sunrise. Yeah, and that state is Arizona. Arizona refuses to observe the daylight saving time. So when California is in their daylight saving time, Arizona has the same time as California. But when it's standard time during the winter, Arizona is in the same as the rest of the Mountain West states. Because I have a bunch of friends who live in Arizona, and they tell me how confusing it is to plan their streams, particularly with their friends in Colorado and Utah. And what's even more confusing is there are some towns so far west in Indiana that their whole town chooses not to observe the Eastern time. They observe Central instead, because they're that far they're that far west in Indiana.
All right, Mayo, if you're gonna leave, that's completely fine. I'm probably gonna keep going just until I finish putting all this filler in, but whenever you want to head out, that's completely fine.
Yeah, I gotta go get some rest now. Because I've been up with my friends all night again. Alright, bye-bye.
Bye, Mayo. And there he goes, just like that. What? No, Copper, I'm doing it the flat ways again. I could do it snot, but I think that's just a bit too tall, and I already made the commitment of the up slopes for that, so it would look a bit off. So I probably will not do that. We are almost done here. That is one good thing, at least. Almost over. I'll be safe from copper for at least a little bit more. What? I didn't say that. Oh, no, this is gonna stay. I'm gonna leave it, though, copper, here. And the sides will be filled in like this one. Right, like that'll be all filled in and stuff. Just not this back wall here. So I can kind of get to the lights a little easier. I say that, and I just filled the entire back with filler brick, but, you know, it's whatever. Too late now. Is that Last Clone Studios? It's been ages. Well, ages since he did a live stream anyway. Got some custom clone stuff going up, though, I believe. Last, you clearly don't understand. This is my second one. I've played these games before. Also, I'll show you the front last, because I just have the filler brick at the back right now for the lights. We'll spin it around for you last. We got the first episode of the Clone Wars. Got Reese, Rise, I think Reese, Jack, and Thyre, Yoda, of course, doing his jumpy jumps. Got a Droideka there, AAT. What else do we got? We got a bunch of these pink plant stuff to add for like all the plant stuff. And then I got more that'll be like a little bit of an overhang here. Plus it will add some color. So really excited to put the pink bits in. And then of course, camera, hello. Thank you. Got some B2s and B1s. Gonna chuck a couple of those in. And then that's probably it, honestly. Let me catch up on chat. It's been doing a cover, but working on a ton of videos. Honestly, that's fair. Last, I can't even lie, that's fair. I need to stand up now. This is serious. Actually, I'm gonna take this out for now. I'll put these in later. Maybe I do last. Maybe I do. I thought about it, but I already spent some money on the pieces, and I did not want to spend a bajillion dollars just for a couple helmets and stuff. But I'm not gonna lie, I did think about it. I don't know if I'm at the customs stage yet, though, but the lights, we take the lights. But I did think about adding in the custom ones for that. Honestly, last, at the convention, if I can find a proper Clone Wars Yoda, I might even just switch it in. Just for the extra bit of accuracy. I mean, I would ask Last if he wants to join, honestly, but it sounds like you got your hands full, huh? Okay, chill, Last, chill. I don't know, maybe not for this mock, because I already did, like, a bunch of stuff for it, but, like, you know. I got a couple other ideas. I mean, there's one mock that has just a border. That's right up there. I think I've shown off the border. It's going to be a pain when I actually build it. I already know that. But the border is honestly kind of cool. That sort of makes up for it. Only sort of, though, not full. As soon as my... That's wild, Coppery. Honestly, though, that's half true. I'm saving it so I can buy stuff there. Because I want to get a couple things when I'm at the convention, you know? You know, as the saying goes, when in Rome. Actually, that's not the saying. As the saying goes, when you're at a LEGO convention, You spend more money than you thought you were going to spend. And Sun Tzu said that. So, you know. Mic drop. I think we're getting towards the end here. Depends what happens. I maybe will add. Maybe I'll add in the what's it called? The thing, the top. I don't know why it took me so long to find that word. It was hiding. But maybe I'll add that in as well today. Just kind of depends how many more people stop in. Apparently, Copper. Apparently. I mean, the last time I was at a convention, I bought 2 P2 Geonosian airborns and then 2 of the Geonosian regular P2s so that the sig fig can have a little squad there, you know? Oh, I plan to, Copper. Don't worry. I definitely do plan to do that. Because when I was at the one in Long Island, another builder, his batteries died out on his train build, so he was scrambling. I felt bad for him, but it was a little bit funny, I can't lie. I did feel bad, though, but I can't lie and say entirely. Slide this right in there. Practically done. I think I probably used too much filler brick, but just means it's really full. How did... Can this please go into the... Thank you. Got my finger. My poor fingy. Okay, well, I guess I'm not replacing the one by it there. One of these right like that. I'm gonna put I don't have what I need. My goal is to try and keep this top section within 2 what's it called? Like under 2 bricks tall. That's the goal anyway. I don't want it to be too crazy. Well, the base was only because I used too much of the not filler brick. I have a good amount of just random pieces. So it's not a super big deal. Besides, I guarantee the any of these like 2x4s and stuff are far less expensive than any of anything else. So could be worse. Besides, I often don't do too many things where I require filler brick. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think it's only been recent models. Because the Imperial base needed filler brick, and what is it called? This one needed filler brick. Obviously. Like, Copper, what do you take me for, an amateur? Wait, that was not a good analogy. I'm realizing that now. If only I could, Copper. If only I could. Truly unfortunate. I guarantee there'll be a vlog. Thank you, voice. There'll probably be a vlog though last, but I'm not gonna lie, the lights do look like 10 times better in person. Over the camera, the lights kind of look eh. But like in person, I put what's it called? Like, before I went to sleep one night, I just decided to turn every light in my room off, like close all the shades. And then I turned the lights on, and not gonna lie, it looked pretty cool. It looked quite snazzy indeed. Oh, wait, Cowboy left? Honestly, that would have made it honestly better, because that's really the only thing it's missing, is I just couldn't create a very accurate roster. But the people that watch the show and stuff, they can maybe figure out who it is. But I'm not gonna lie and say that my substitutions are the most accurate. They're far from it. But they kind of work, so I'm content with them for now. Okay, goes there. But I'm mostly just trying to get everything to the same height right now so I don't lose my mind, honestly. Because I would lose my mind if everything wasn't the same height. I mean, honestly, I think it's still not the same height, but whatever. Copper, no, we're not bringing that back, okay? I'm sorry, we're not bringing that back. No. That, I'm not gonna say that's impossible to happen. Not gonna lie to you and say it's likely, but knowing me, it's not impossible. We would have to hit like some crazy milestone though for me to do that. Have it be on camera and everything. But I can't lie and say it would be entirely impossible. It's not. No. How about this, Copper? How about this? I'll make you a deal, Copper. Business proposition. Business proposition. if you join one of the building and chatting streams, and I guess you don't have to like talk or say anything super crazy, but as long as you don't stay silent the entirety of that stream, then I will do it on that stream. So the ball's in your court, Copper. See what happens. The mock, Copper, honestly, the mock's probably some like decently heavy by now, I would assume. Because the mock itself is what's it? Like 48 by 32. I think slightly bigger than that. Like when I say slightly, I mean like slightly. Like it's not much. And there we go. Pop on this. That locks the battery box in place. I think one of them is copper. I'm fairly certain of that. Because unfortunately, I can't drive. I don't think I'm allowed to say copper, unfortunately. But if you look at the records, then you'll be able to see for yourself. But I'm pretty sure I'm not legally allowed to say. All right. But we're probably going to turn this sucker around, get one last little view here, and then that'll be pretty much it. I mean, it's not super noticeable from the front, but like, there's a giant, like, friggin' block of bricks back there. So yeah, we'll turn the lights on one last time. Again, I know it sucks on this camera. It's really bad, but in person, it looks so good in person. But on stream, it is kind of meh. I'm not gonna lie there. So that pretty much sums it up here. But with that, we're pretty much done. If there's any final questions in chat, I'll answer them pretty quick. And then I think that's it. Oh, that's where Timmy went. All right, we'll pop over there. All right. A survey. It'll probably be pretty similar to what is happening to what the last one was. It'll probably be pretty similar. But with that, everybody, I don't even know what I was trying to do there, but that's going to be it for this stream. Thanks for popping in, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.